Violent crime is down across Charlotte, and while that sounds like good news, property crime has seen a double-digit increase. And police say most of it, the offenders, are minors. Queen City News reporter Will Lewis live at CMPD headquarters tonight. And Will, the majority of the property crimes are stolen vehicles.
Yeah, that's right, Brian. CMPD tells us with social media showing people how to steal certain models of vehicles and them officers finding firearms in those vehicles, crime has upticked just a little bit this year. So far, officers have seized over 1,700 firearms in the city, but officers want parents to know where their children are. CMPD says the uptick in property crimes is being driven by the large number of auto thefts, a 143% increase over this same time last year. Also, the largest increase in the category ever. From January 1st to June 30th, 3,717 have had their cars stolen.
That's 3,717 people that have been put in situations where they could not get to work, or drive their kids to school, or go to the grocery store because someone took away their transportation.
Of those vehicles, 2,300 were Hondas or Kias. Queen City News spoke with many owners in the city, and even if they get their vehicle back.
I loved my car so much, and now I don't want to drive it anymore because I feel like I'm constantly going to be worried about it being stolen.
CMPD says social media is having a negative effect on the teens, and so is the fact many are committing multiple crimes before a custody order is granted to keep them behind bars.
Man, I don't get in trouble. I'm going to keep doing it. And that's where it gets disheartening as a police officer.
CMPD is citing parents, but they are also working with parents to be more aware of where their children are. Police say if they can keep track of the repeat offenders, the increase in overall crime would be reversed.
We know that it's tough being a parent for a lot of these kids. There's a lot of outside influences that have more power over the kid than the parents do. And that's why we do say there are parents out there begging us for help.
Yeah, there's plenty of work to be done by those officers, but let's just go back to those over 1,700 firearms that were seized. CMPD tells us that 612 of them came from stolen vehicles.
Well, there's a lot in this report to really digest. Very eye-opening information. The department also talked about street takeovers and the new legislation. How do they feel that the tougher laws will actually help them?
Well, Alicia, I can tell you it's going to be because of the penalties and the people that they can now arrest or cite. Now, they can cite people who are watching those street takeovers, and they can also charge the people who organize those street takeovers. But it really comes down to those people driving those cars. At first, it was a reckless driving charge, a Class 2 misdemeanor. But under the new legislation starting on December 1st, it will be a Class A1 misdemeanor, and the fine will be no less than $1,000 for the first offense. Now, if that person is caught twice in 24 months, then that penalty goes up to twice the value of the car they were driving.
Yeah, the data supporting the crackdown right now.
Yeah, I mean, Will, the information that we have, especially when it comes to auto thefts, I think was very alarming for us to find that out, just to put that into context as to how much theft happened in a short amount of time. Thanks for giving us an update and spotlighting that report, Will Lewis.